today we're looking at one of the most prolific Minecraft military builders, GARRETT2BY4. He has almost 55,000 subscribers with over 1.3 thousand videos. He's been doing this for around 8 years, since 2015, making tanks, ships, Star Wars, planes, pretty much everything military. He mainly builds in 2:1 scale, which is larger than the Minecraft military force's 1.5:1 scale, and he has a smaller 1:5 scale for bathtub builds. He's currently serving in the Air National Guard, and he just released a video saying farewell that he's quitting YouTube, so I thought I would make this video dedicated to him. And if you guys want to download the world for yourself, I'll link to his video in the video description, so check that out. Alright, let's go check out his model world. So first off, you're gonna spawn in this area. He has this giant logo here. For a long time, I thought it was like a Soviet thing, you know, the red and also the star design, but it turns out no, it's not the Soviet Union. Although red's my favorite color too. Apparently on the side we have the Patreon logo, and this is just a list of his Patreon supporter names. And I do recognize a couple of names from this. First off, we'll just review the stuff in the front because that's already here. He has this gigantic Pearl Harbor map, which is small. In a way, it's like giant and small at the same time. What are these ships? It's just a miniature sized version of Pearl Harbor, which I already did a video on Tail Wheels Pearl Harbor, but this one is smaller, but you kind of can see the whole thing at the same time. It's like a miniature scale model. It won't take like 1,000 years. So yeah, we have the battleship row here, a lot of American battleships, and right over here some dry docks and all that area. Pretty cool stuff. Then over here we have some Star Wars spaceship stuff. I have no idea what that is about. Maybe it's from Star Wars Rebels, I have no clue. And then we have some Minecraft military base structures. I know this video did pretty well for him. Honestly, he should do a lot more military base tutorials. And then right over here, he has Copium. So this T-72 is getting ammo-racked. We have the Russian Z right there. And he's calling it Copium probably because the other T-72 has a cope cage on the top of it. Alright, then over here we have some more Star Wars stuff. An AT-ST, Naboo Starfighter, this fighter from the Battle of Hoth, and a speeder. Alright, let's check the other side where we have actual military stuff, which I have no idea what that is. We have a Coast Guard patrol boat here. And then we have an LCAC, so pretty nice design. You can load up, land on the beaches. And then we have this big battleship. Doesn't look to be a bathtub build, so I wonder what scale this is exactly. Then over here we have this gigantic space launcher. Alright, so moving on to the scary part of his world, the ground forces, because he has so much and it's going to lag my computer. It's already lagging right now. Alright, so I lowered my render distance. I'm still getting like 19 FPS. This basically just says welcome and give him credit. Links to his YouTube. But yeah, let's go check out what his ground forces are. So right over here, I guess this is like a Cougar MRAP, another MRAP. This guy just has a ton of vehicles. Then right here we have a C-Ram. One's on a trailer, one's on the Hemmet. Although the Hemmet one, that was more of an experimental version. They don't really use it. They use the one on the trailer, like in Iraq. And then we have, is this a HET, heavy equipment transporter? Yes, it is. Transports tanks. You have a Sheridan tank here, a Hemmet tanker, it looks like. Transport fuel. If you look at the signs, it actually tells you like a lot of information, like what it is and whether it's been tutorialized or not. So we got some Humvees here. Lots of different variations, medical one. Then over here we have some strikers, and I lowered my render distance even more. Another transporter, tractor, lots of other vehicles, the Bradley, the AAV-7, amphibious assault vehicle. Apparently this is like a firefighting truck, so look at all the different designs. It's going to take like a really long time if I just go over every single build, so I'm just going to like fly over and you guys can check them out. So the TV-8 is one of the weirdest tanks I've seen so far. Even got like a little launcher here. Yeah, all sorts of stuff that Garrett has. This is like the US President's motorcade. And then we have the Patriot missile system. Pretty nice design. Surface to air missile, some more Hemmets. And we got a PLS right there. And all sorts of stuff. We got HIMARS. Check out that design. All these iconic vehicles. Got the Hercules here. There's even more strikers. So I wonder why these strikers are not with the other strikers. Are these ones like Forest Camo? That's why. Some more vehicles. Yeah, this is going to take a really long video because this is like just one row of things. Even more strikers. Damn, how many strikers are there? We got the M109 howitzer. We got the bridge layer here. We got the crane. We've got some howitzers, Some more howitzers like the 777, even more like bridge layering stuff, and some tanks. And this is his Abrams tank design. Now Garrett has his own style of building things. It's very different from the Minecraft military force. So if you look at his builds, a lot of them include a lot of item frames. And he also likes to add in banners for the wheels. Here we have the THAAD missile system. Alright, so for the next row, we have some Soviet stuff. So he has the communist hammer and sickle, so some armored personnel carriers here. We got the T-782, B-3. He has a lot of variations here. And then finally, we got some KAMAZ trucks. So he has a lot of different Russian truck designs, like the Panzer S1. And this row is empty for some reason. We got the BMP-T, Terminator, Ural. Some more surface-to-air missiles, T-80BV, a Mestas howitzer, and all sorts of things. Yeah, I think that's just T-14 Armata back there. But yeah, a lot of stuff. And apparently he built Tsar Bomba, the hydrogen atomic bomb. Probably, I wonder like how much did he actually build, what percentage, because I feel like he built probably every single military build thing in Minecraft, like the Shilka. And another way you can tell it's Garrett's build also, he uses dark oak stairs and slabs for his green color, while I use like dark prismarine. Here we got the Sherman tank, and actually looked at his oldest video was actually of a Sherman tank. We got some larger tanks here, all sorts of different, I guess, World War II designs. Got the LVT there, some more Sherman tanks, even some more. This one's a crazy design. Apparently this one's a Pacific version of it for the Marines. And, yeah, all sorts of different designs. And you may be like, hey, Crafty Fox, you're going way too fast. Well, we have to go this fast if you want to see every single build in this video, and I don't want this video to be like an hour long. Here's the Fat Man atomic bomb, and then here is the little boy. They dropped bombs in Japan, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Everyone should know about that. Alright, so the row after that, we got some more Soviet stuff. IS-6 heavy tank, lots of other things. KV-2. Yeah, Soviet Union. They were prolific tank builders. And then we have some howitzers, it looks like, and these are smaller tanks. Yeah, honestly, I do not even know what half these things are. The row after that, we've gotten into Nazi Germany, so let's go check it out. Alright, so first off, we have a Tiger 2 tank, the Tiger 1 tank. The Tiger 1 is probably my favorite German World War II tank. But yeah, all sorts of designs here. They got the mouse, I think. Even got some searchlights, it looks like, so that's pretty creative. Not just building tanks, but, you know, other auxiliary things. And I guess these are like Panzer II tanks or something. Maybe Panzer III, Panzer IVs. All the Panzers are in this, and everyone should know this. Oh, this looks like this one's from World War I, so that's a little bit different. The A7V. And then we got the V2 rocket. That was launched to attack London. And all sorts of World War II or German designs. Yeah, there's a ton of things here. And it goes on and on, you know. And if you guys are interested in like other aspects, like, you know, planes or ships, you know, feel free to skip ahead because there's a lot in this. Here we have the Flak 88. I think that's probably one of the most iconic World War II things. And then that's the end. All right, so if we go right across, there are some flags over here. So this is the countries in this row: Germany, Austria, Czech Republic, Netherlands, Poland, and Switzerland. So these are like modern European vehicle designs, the Fennec, all sorts of different designs. Yeah, so this is apparently there's like these orange things to indicate whether a patron sponsored the video or the build. And yeah, let's go check it out. Some trucks here. This one's a Schützenpanzer, the Panzerhaubitze 2000, the Schützenpanzer Puma, the Marder here. Is this a Leopard tank? Yes, this is the Leopard 2 PL Polish tank. And yeah, Leopard 2 tank here. And the RM70 MLRS. Now down the row here we have some random civilian, was this like a pile driver or something? Drilling rig, attacher truck here, and the Mantis air defense system. Alright, so past this row we have another row, and I just realized he put the flags in the back of the row. So we've got Ukraine, Slovenia, Romania, Yugoslavia, and I guess Italy. So we got the Ratte Italian tank here. The more Italian armored vehicles, which honestly I don't know what Italy has. But we're gonna go along anyways. Actually, quite a lot of Italian stuff. So maybe Garrett's like Italian American. I don't know what his exact background is. Then we have two Ukrainian stuff. We have the T-72 ANT and the T-72U A1 or something. We have the ERA armor with a bunch of zombie heads. That's also another thing Garrett likes to do. Alright, so on the other side we have some more Italian stuff, but this one is probably from World War II. So it's a bunch of older stuff, and honestly, I don't know much about what Italy had in World War II anyways. So all these designs. What is this weird one here? Oh, Baizda 30517G Modello 1916. Oh wow, is this like from World War I? So World War I too. Alright, so for the next row we got the Anglo-Saxons from United Kingdom, Canada, Australia. So we got some British armored vehicles here. All sorts of designs, and honestly they actually have quite a lot. I don't know, I definitely know this is like a Challenger 2 tank, right? No, it's a Challenger 1 Mark II. Dang, I was close. Anyways, let's go down the line. They do have a lot of stuff, which I don't know about. Fun fact, the M777s actually came from the UK, but the UK doesn't actually use it because I believe it's too heavy. Here is the actual Challenger 2 tank. You can send this to Ukraine. Chieftain tank and a random fire truck. Alright, next up we have the Union of South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, UK in this row. So let's go down. Here we got a tank destroyer here. Definitely, I don't know anything about World War II apparently because I don't recognize a lot of these vehicles. Armored car right there. This is the Bob Simple tank. This is like one of the best tanks in the world, apparently. What is this, an animal? Bro, this guy built a horse. I guess that is a military vehicle since, you know, Genghis Khan age. Back then, apparently South Africans used that. And here's the rest. Alright, next up we have France, Spain, Belgium, Sweden, and Finland. So some Nordic stuff as well. Alright, so we have some French armored vehicles here, and then Spain, Belgium, Sweden. So I expected a lot more from France, but it's only like 2 vehicles. But yeah, check all these out. These like combat engineers. Oh, we got the Leclerc tank here. That's French. Alright, so there's another section for Old France. So here's the World War I French tank. It's a pretty interesting design. I remember seeing it in All Quiet on the Western Front. That Netflix film, that was pretty intimidating actually. Before I never really thought about it. But yeah, let's go check out all these guns. It actually ends right there. Alright, next up we have Malaysia, China, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan. So a lot of countries actually. So what flag even is this? Malaysian? I'm guessing this is Malaysian, right? Anyways, lots of armored here. I probably don't know like any of these. The Type 99 from China. Yeah, all sorts of different vehicles here, which, you know, I probably won't get into. Like Japanese version of the Humvee, but they're made by like Toyota or something. I don't know. Type 10 tank, anti-aircraft gun that looks a lot like the Jeopard, and got a random Hyundai front loader. All right, so next up is the Empire of Japan. That flag will probably trigger a lot of people, but here is, I guess, World War II stuff, because I don't know any Japanese, you know, ground vehicles from World War I. It's probably World War II. Actually, on Minecraft Military Force, we don't really have any of these vehicles. Next up, we have Turkey, South Africa, Israel, insurgents, Ghana, and India. So first, we have the Turkish Autocar Cobra. I know they sent that to Ukraine. I've seen a video of it. South African armor. It's interesting how he made the banner for the flag. And here's the Husky. I know the US does buy some armor from South Africa. And then we got Israeli stuff, you know, maybe 7-Day War. Here's a Markava Mark III. Israel's been hot in the news recently. Here's a Namur armor personnel carrier and another Namur. Then we have Finland and Sweden. So here is your 4 vehicles. Next is Argentina, Brazil, and Chile. I don't know anything about these countries. What do they have? I don't know. They have a pretty cool camouflage at least. Or Brazil. I know they speak Portuguese. Then we have Poland, Argentina, Hungary, and Belgium. So here you go. Oh, there's some juicy stuff behind this, so I'm really excited to review the next row. So let's go check out these really huge vehicles in the back. Finally, this is probably one of the most interesting builds Garrett has done. So this is the Nazi German super heavy tank, the P1000 Ratte. So wow, look at this. I think they called this the Land Cruisers, you know, your crazy wonder weapon that was never actually built, because if you built this, it's probably like really impractical. Got a lot of wheels at the bottom. It's basically like a ship on land. Gigantic turret here. So imagine that, and probably all sorts of weaponry inside. So then we have this gun over here. I don't know what that is. It's the monster P1500. So super heavy tank as well. Yeah, this is some crazy stuff. Got the iron cross on the sides, got cranes. Yeah, it looks very like sci-fi-ish. This will not really exist, but this one does. This is the Gustav railway gun. Actually built one in 1.5:1 scale, but he built it in a 2.5:1 scale, so it looks... So this is pretty big, you know, this is where you load the artillery shell, and they have built actually 2 of these, and it's actually being pulled by 2 locomotives, because they have 2 tracks here. But yeah, really cool stuff here. Then we have a V2 rocket launcher transporter here, so that's what it looks like. And then we have the D311 Wehrmacht locomotive, a diesel electric. That's how you spelled it, diesel. And then we have this armored train called the Zomritz, apparently. Then we have that Tsar tank, one of the weirdest tank designs ever, and kind of ugly. Then we have a siege gun. There's another spelling error, Garrett. What's wrong for spelling as siege? You're building a siege gun. And then this is like an armored train. This is actually cooler than the other armored train. And then after that, wow, what is this one? The KV-6 experimental heavy tank. Yeah, this just looks like 3 tanks put together into one. There's like totally impractical. And then here is a tank transporter, I guess a railway gun, and a Nazi Kriegslok locomotive, the BR-52. Yeah, take a look at that. Alright, next up we have South Africa, Soviet Union, the US, and the UAE. So let's go take a look at what they have here. Bunch of different guns. Is that like a Scud over there? We got the Hemets guns. So why are they Hemets? Damn, this thing just sticks out past it. The bridge layer. Oh, this one's a cool one. The assault breacher ABV. Bridge layer again. This one's a pretty cool, you know, rocket artillery here. And we got an ICBM launcher here. Then some more rocket launchers, and we have the anti-kaiju weapons. So this is definitely not real. Alright, so we finally made it to the air section. Modern Cold War and World War I, World War II on the right. But yeah, let's go World War II. I feel like Garrett likes that more. So first off, we have Fifi. This is a B-29. Super Fortress bomber, the T6 Texan, the P40, and all sorts of other World War II stuff. And then this is a C-47 Skytrain. This one's actually built on an angle, so that is kind of interesting. The B-25 Mitchell, the B-17 Flying Fortress, the P-51 Mustang, and I think he actually built 2 versions here. So this one's angled and this one's flying. The P-38 Lightning, very interesting design. And yeah, we'll just go down the row. BBY Catalina. And apparently this is the Northrop YB-35. It was experimental heavy bomber aircraft. Not gonna lie, this looks like something Nazi Germany would come up with. And lots of other planes, seaplanes, all sorts of stuff. And here is the end of the row. Alright, so let's take a look at some modern American aircraft. Got the Chinook here, that is iconic. Little Bird, F-30 or F-22 Raptor here, gonna get canceled. The UH-1Y Venom, the Huey from, you know, Vietnam era. Apparently this is a gunship variant of the Chinook, says Army here on the side. And we got the Air-10 Thunderbolt 2, that is one of the most iconic U.S. Air Force aircraft, I think, and the C-130 Hercules. So there's probably like a bunch of different variants here, and I guess some Cold War aircraft. The B-1 Lancer, this is a really fast supersonic heavy bomber, and then we got the B-2 stealth bomber, an iconic design shape from above or below. I think people thought this one was a UFO when they were testing it. They had no idea what it was. Take a look at some more aircraft. Of course, there is a lot of aircraft I don't even know. The F-15, however, is not. That's too iconic. The C-53 Super Stallion, the V-22 Osprey, kind of dangerous to ride on. F-14 Tomcat, I think, back there. Even got some drones. Here we got the U-2 spy plane, or known as the Dragon Lady. helicopter here. The SR-71 Blackbird, this one is super famous for being really fast. Then we got the E-2 Hawkeye here, the F-4 Phantom, and the Nighthawk, all sorts of different aircraft, and it has like different modes, top and the bottom. This is like a KC-135, I'm guessing. What is this one? Probably this is an F-35, but yeah, I think this might be an older design. I actually don't know what's considered new or old, but yeah, he also has some more variations of these aircraft. Marine one right there to carry the president. Probably this one like a surveillance aircraft, some propeller aircraft, Coast Guard here. C-130, and this one's the J variant, so the Super Hercules. Some more drones. Let's look at the top row, maybe the flying ones, they look cooler. Another C-130, but this one I think is the AC-130 because it has this giant gun on the side, and that larger one in the back. So apparently this one is the Ghost Rider. Some more aircraft, more drones, electronic warfare aircraft, an Apache attack helicopter. He made his green, while I made mine gray because I think gray is more accurate color, because this green is too bright for me. Although some people, they have arguments about it. And they've got F-15. I think it would be better if you put all this F-15s, all the same type of aircraft in one space, because they're kind of like spaced apart separately when they should be grouped. Finally got the F-16 here, and I think the daylight detectors are actually messing it up, so they open up. That's another error you can have. Then some more airplanes. This one's so big. It's a flying boat, and even more. All right, so now we're gonna check out the Soviet Union and Russian aircraft. So I guess, Cold War era. The Mi-24 Hind attack helicopter. That one's one of the more iconic planes. So here we have a Su-30 SM, the MiG-21, the MiG-23 Flogger, MiG-31 Foxhound. Super fast aircraft, and I can go on and on. But anyways, we don't got enough time for this. We gotta go throughout the whole entire row. Su-25 right there. This one's like the 5th generation fighter. They always say that in Top Gun Maverick. The Su-57 Felon, although we have not seen them do that much in the Ukrainian war. The Mi-28 attack helicopter, one of the more modern attack helicopters. Russia has like 3 main attack helicopters, and this one's the other one, the Ka-52 Alligator. That's seen a lot of action in Ukraine. That one looks like a really long Chinook. Got the Kamov Ka helicopter here, and all sorts of things. Got the TU, or the 2. Do you say TU or did you say 2? Tu-22M strategic bomber. I do need to build one of these. Please, someone commission it. And we got the Mi-8 HIP here. Then we have some older Soviet aircraft here, which, I actually don't know what they have. This one was a funny one though, the flying tank. Kind of like a meme. Probably not practical though. This one's pretty cool. It's a reconnaissance flying boat. And yeah, this one's another flying boat. It's kind of a bomber. All right, next is UK, Canada, Australia. So here is the Victor Hanley Page. Yeah, really cool strategic bomber, I think. Although it's no longer in service. And all sorts of other, vehicles. Avro Vulcan probably, I think that is. I don't know. That one looks very sci-fi. All these builds like trapdoors will mess up. Alright, so next up is their World War I, World War II section. So they the British definitely got a lot of different aircraft. It's a pretty cool biplane right there. Yeah, there's a lot of builds, definitely. Alright, then Nazi Germany for World War II. Me-262, that one's iconic. All sorts of different aircraft from the Luftwaffe. Yeah, I only know a couple of these, so I can't really say much about it unless I want to go read every single sign, which would be insane. So, I'm just giving you a glimpse of what we have here. These gigantic seaplanes. Did like every country have gigantic seaplanes or something? Because I feel like they did. More aircraft here. I don't know why, but sometimes there's like spacing of like empty gaps between builds. I don't know what's up with that. I like the camouflage, paint scheme of this one though. The leopard print's pretty cool. Next we have Svenska, Polski, and Deutschland. So first off is the Gripen fighter jet here. And then some more aircraft. And there's like this lone Eurofighter Typhoon here. Got the Iron Cross on the side. A German flag banner on the tail. And some Italian aircraft, which, yeah, I don't know. Do you guys honestly know what these are? Because I don't. This one's actually interesting because there's like one cockpit on one side. Bonjour, baguette. This is the French section. Kind of small. And here is France in World War I, World War II. Yeah, that's about it. Then we have the East Asians and then one Southeast Asian, Thailand. So, F-16 Japanese variant of it. Attack helicopter, Kawasaki C-1 transport aircraft, attack helicopter, the Chengdu J-20, that's iconic. Oh my god, it's the Chinese spy balloon thing. Now who knows if it's an actual surveillance plot by China to look at the United States, but this one's actually the F-22's only kill. And then here is Imperial Japan during World War II. All the different aircraft here, which I don't know much about, but we do have the Zero. Alright, next up we have these countries here. Go check it out. Israel, Turkey, South Africa. Probably they have this gunship thing. And here's the famous Bayraktar drone, TBT-2, and F-16 from Israel. Then we have Switzerland, Finland, and Sweden in this row here. An Argentinian aircraft. And then we have Poland and Romania. Alright, let's go check out this row here. So I think this one's like the Peacemaker. It's just like a really giant aircraft. The C-5 Galaxy. Wow, look at this aircraft. Like one of the largest transport aircraft. So here we got M1 Abrams tank inside of it. So you can fit that. And it opens up in the tail as well. So that's kind of cool. Then we have Air Force One. It's like a Boeing 747 that transports the President of the United States. I think it's kind of old though because it's using like stone slabs and stairs. Then we have the C-17 Globemaster III transport aircraft, a B-52 bomber. I think this is the IL-76. These two are going to be tanker aircraft. And then we have the Tu-95 Bear. It's a Russian / Soviet Union bomber. Then the Antonov An-225, so Ukrainian stuff. So this was famous long before the war, and unfortunately it was destroyed during the Battle of Hostomel Airport. This random aircraft here. Right, next up is the L-30 Zeppelin, R-class airship from the German Empire. So this is some World War I stuff. This is probably one of his coolest Minecraft builds ever. Zeppelins are really cool. Just look at the size and the scale of this. Here is where the crew sits. And they got some propellers here in the front. So wow, this is incredible. And they have a machine gun mount on the top. Cool, it looks like we're getting into the mini ships or the bathtub builds. So let's go take a look at this section. Maybe we'll reach the end. So here we have some Arleigh Burke, Ticonderoga, the Zumwalt submarine, the USS Enterprise aircraft carrier. And the good thing about building in this scale for ships, it doesn't take like 1,000 years. You could probably do this maybe in an hour or something, or even less. You're skilled at this. Lots of different ship designs. All right, and then there's this section here. So, World War II. Look at all the designs. Although it's kind of hard as well, unless it's like a really big ship. Like, how do you tell which ship is which? Like, how do you tell two battleships apart from each other in this scale? I don't know. I'm not a ship expert. This one's an old sailing ship. The USS Constitution is still in active service of like sailors. They're actually on board crewing the ship. And then here's more battleships. These one look like they're from Pearl Harbor. And we have a couple German, Swedish builds here. Really small, I can't really tell. Then we have the KMS Scharnhorst. That's really hard to say, Scharnhorst. I was like Skranhorst, but no, Scharnhorst. Whatever. Got some Imperial German stuff as well. A lot of stuff here. Aircraft carrier. It says these two are the H-class battleship, and this one, Der Villinger battle cruiser. So random Italian ship here, and the other side some more Italian ships. They have these red and white stripes. That's when you know it's Italian. Then we have the HMS Queen Elizabeth. I have a feeling this is kind of an older build. And then Australia here. On this side we have some more British stuff. World War II. He really likes to add in signs. The RMS Olympic Troop Transport. That's a little bit different from everything else. The HMS Victory sailing ship. It's the Titanic. What is it doing here? Then we have this really large aircraft carrier. Oh my god, look how large this is. Definitely fictional. And then here is a couple more ships. After this, he has some more ships over here. This one is the French Charles de Gaulle. That's French aircraft carrier. That's the most famous one. Then we have the Ever Given. Now this cargo ship was famous for blocking the Suez Canal. Caused a total catastrophe in Egypt. And then we got some Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force. And then we have the Imperial Japan. So, aircraft carriers, all that. So, yeah, especially in this scale, it'll be really good, I guess. So definitely there's a lot of builds in this. Wow. Apparently this one is the Yamato. So he actually managed to get the 3 guns like that. That's how they look like. Then we have the Russian Soviet part here. And some more Russian Soviet stuff. We've got the Kirov cruiser here, Typhoon submarine, aircraft carrier, and some more submarines. And I'm guessing, I don't think this one actually exists. It's like a prototype design. Russia's probably not gonna even build this. So apparently there's another section called structures. So let's go take a look at this. Oh, apparently it's like a nuclear silo. Wow, this is intricate. How many buttons there are in this. So I guess this is where you fit in the missile. And there's actually this corridor here, so let's go check out. If we go down this hallway here, let's see where it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna get lost in here. I guess this is where the controls are. And then behind it, I think this is like one of their NASA launch crawlers. And it's around a boat here. So then this is his trench fortification system here. So there are some like foxholes. I don't know why this one's blue. Is that the water? Here's some barbed wire, but here's the trench system. So guys can look out. Got sandbags around the sides. So yeah, even comes with a little bunker here. A random guy on an end rod. What is that about? That guy got decapitated or something. Random zombie head, but I guess that's just texturing. Another spelling error, Garrett. Barbed wire. 3 versions here. Okay. Apparently these are shell holes. They're not exactly foxholes. They're just blown up. The magnet line gun turret bunker. Okay. A motor pit fortification. Alrighty. So you can fire out of that. And some more designs, some bunkers, and some kind of like a watchtower. There's also this thing. This is like a Nazi Germany World War II flak tower. So I guess they have a bunch of flak 88s on top of this. I believe this is actually one of Garrett's most popular builds. And then right to the side, there's this gigantic ship. This is definitely really huge. I'm guessing this is the USS Arizona, but I could be wrong because I'm not a nerd. And then right behind it, I think this is the Yamato. I mean, what else would it be like this really large ship? 3 guns, very Japanese. I wonder what scale this is. I can't tell. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything in Garrett's world. Sorry if I missed anything. If you guys want to see this for yourself, there is a world download link, and I'll link his video in the description down below. And to Garrett, I wish him good luck. You know, he's been on YouTube for a very long time, just like I have been. It was kind of like my rival competition because there's not really that many people doing Minecraft military build tutorials on YouTube, at least in a realistic way like we do. I think most people understand, like, there's comes to a point where you need to make decisions in your life, like what's most important. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I think I'll do a couple more review videos about other Minecraft military builders, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.